who's gonna see this? Yeah. But that's alright. That's alright. Connecting stream. Software to go live. Here's where you'll be able to find your stream once you go live. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. So, I mean, it says we broadcasting. Oswee's broadcastings. Oswee's broadcastings. I don't know. But at the very least, we're gonna fire up Flight Sim and see what's going on here. Alright, I'm gonna see if I'm actually live first. I wonder if I am. Am I live? Am I live? Ooh. Am I live? Am I live? Am I broadcasting to the world? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if it's working. Oh, I am live. Okay, baby. All right, so I don't even know if peeps are going to be popping into this gypsy, but yeah, okay, sweet. We got one watching, and that's me, but that's totally fine. So what I'm going to be doing is helping people learn to fly on Flight Sim, and the reason being is because a lot of people have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And the reason why I say that is because now you can get it on Xbox, right? So on Xbox, you have the controller, and it's very difficult to land, and almost every landing you see now from people is just fucking horrendous. It is horrible. So I'm going to see if I can help change that around a little bit and help you learn to fly a bit better. So yeah, we're going to do a flight from what is this? We're going to do a flight from West Palm to, let's see, Myrtle Beach. And we'll do low altitude airways. And yeah, we want to keep it like sunrise, sunset. We'll do like a nice morning flight here. Just a nice morning flight there. Oh, cool! It has all my info on my computer in the thing. That's trippy. So, if you are going to be wanting to do an IFR flight, so a lot of people, they just do like go flying, or they do a direct flight, right? And direct flight is this boring. It's just going to be press autopilot on nav mode, and you're just going to be essentially flying what is going on here? Oh, you are going to be flying direct, and it's just boring, right? So I want to actually help people learn how to okay, we'll do that, and we're gonna do cool. Okay, 45 minutes. See if I can get one watcher other than myself on that time. That'd be dope. So, all right. So we got IFR, low altitude airways. We have taking off runway 10 left at Kilo Papa Bravo India, and we're going direct to Dooley from runway 10 left to Baja, and then we you know what, I'm going to pick the approach as ILS 36. Yeah, we'll do that. ILS 36, beautiful. So it's got us going Baja, Chaka, Porky, and then Kilo Mike Yankee Roger. Is it Roger? No. No, it's not Roger. Roger, you say. Okay. It is not Roger. It is, oh my god, I suck. November, Oscar, Romeo, Jesus. Hey, Zeus. Hey, Zeus. Alright, what's up, chat? We got one watching. Who is it? Oh, Mediocrities. What's up, dude? What you saying? What you saying? Shoot me a message. Shoot me a message. What are you gonna say? You're amazing. Oh, dude, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the likes and the shares and the subs and all that shit. It's beautiful, dog. It's beautiful. So let's just make sure that my microphone is always on. Maybe it wasn't even on the whole time. Was my microphone on the whole time? I was just talking to myself like a fucking idiot. If I wasn't talking, I don't think I was talking to anybody. I think it was off. But if it was off, hello, and we are flying from Miami to Myrtle Beach. If it was off, I was also saying awesome, funny stuff. And I was also talking about how I have someone in stream here that commented I'm amazing, and I really appreciate the support from all you guys. This is really great. All right.
Palm Beach Tower Vision Jet 74 ready for departure runway 10 left IFR to Myrtle Beach.
So, oh, I thought I was going to be at the gate. I thought I was going to be at the gate, love. What am I doing not on the gate is but a bunch of bullshit. Oh, fuck me. Oh, wait, my flight plan's loaded still. So, this is the Cirrus jet. I ended up getting it the other day, and it is just fucking beautiful. I mean, look at this thing. It is beauty. Alright, so I'm going to turn this up a little bit. I'm going to give myself a little bit of lighting here. There's a little bit of lighting, not too much. I also want to shut up my people in the back. I'm going to put the TV down for them. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is just quickly initialize the airplane. I'm going to link this right up. I'm going to link this shit up, dude. Here's my name. Allow. Beautiful. Link that shit. Alright, let's go. Let's go flying, folks. Now we got charts. So what we can do is check out our airport information. We are lined up here on runway 10 left. And we can check out our takeoff coughs, or takeoff minimums, and the parking and the gates and all that jazz. So now we are departing runway 10 left. So we're going to go down to that gypsy, and I don't see it. That's cool. Cool story. All right. Have a good day. RNAV departure. There we go. That's our departure there. So we are runway 10 left. Climb on the heading 099er to 520, then direct to cross Carmen at or above 2500. Roger that. So I believe our flight plan has us runway 10 left. And are we crossing a Carmen? I don't think so. So we want to go to Carmen. And we're tracking on to 095 to Terps. And then to Heffy and maintain 7,000 feet. So we're maintaining 7,000 feet until Heffy. And then we're going to be turning left, which is north to our airport. Cool beans. So also, I have our air traffic control sexy girl set up here to be doing it all for us because I love her. So, oops. So she will have talked to them already and said that we are going to Myrtle Beach is filed, take off runway 10 left, climb and maintain 5,000 feet. So down to our autopilot here, we can turn that up, and our heading bug right there is going to, our altimeter, altitude bug, holy guacs, 5,000. Okay, and we can also sync up our heading bug. Now it wants us going 099 to 520, and then Carmen, which is 095, and then we're going to track 096. So we're going to go 099, and we're going to follow, we're going to be using the heading bug at first. Alright, so we are going to go to the checklist because this was not all done by my main squeeze. So this is the cool part about the Cirrus, is the checklist is in there. We have everything we need ready to go up until, so we have taxi, so we can click all that shit. You just double click both mouse buttons. And before takeoff, probe heat is on, but it shouldn't be on for longer than 5 minutes when you're sitting. So I'm gonna get that chill for a hot sec. And our trim should be 6, our flaps should be 50. And our flaps are indeed 50, and our trim is indeed 6. So normal takeoff. Brakes, takeoff throttle, and we're rotating at 80 to 90 knots at a pitch altitude of 5 degrees. Positive rate gear up, flaps all the way up at 15. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get all that shit ready because we know what we're doing on this bad boy. Cool. So now what I'm gonna go back to the charts. My apologies. And I'm gonna get that full so I can see what the fuck is going on. All right. So our parking brake is on. So we are going to disconnect our parking brake with control period. Right, and we have our Pro P back on. We are going to select our takeoff throttle button, and that'll say roll. Beautiful. And we are going to take off. So I'm going to increase throttle to full takeoff thrust, and it is achieved. And set. And we're looking groovy. So again, 80 to 90 knots. We're lifting off 5 degrees of pitch. So there's 60, 70, 80 knots. V1, rotate, pulling back on the stick gently. And we are up. We have a positive rate of climb now. Gears coming up. And we want to climb on the heading 99. And we are pitching for 5 degrees. Beautiful. Over 115. Flaps are coming all the way up. And we are looking groovy. So we are climbing at 5 degrees. Pitch on heading 99.
Jet 74 contact Palm Beach departure on 125.2. Good day.
And I'm going to pull the throttle back to
125.2.
it's called
for Vision
MCT
Jet
on this plane.
74.
So how I do that is I can
Palm
actually
Beach
just do it
departure
now.
Vision
I'll
Jet
hit
74
autopilot.
is at 900 feet, climbing
Auto
5,000 feet.
throttle. Oops. Cool.
Vision Jet 74 Palm Beach departure altimeter 29.
So we're just going to be listening to air traffic control. And look at that. Just sexy. And there's our bad boy. We are flying over the Atlantic Ocean now. Alright, so we are flying Carmen and then Adder above 2500 and then tracking 095 meters. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is just wondrous flying. Wondrous flying. Again, thank you guys for all the likes and the support in the chat, especially that one guy, Mediocrities. He said I'm awesome. I really, just needed that today. Thank you very much. Alright, we're looking groovy. Got our track 95 at Turf's after Carmen. So we're looking good. We're going to pull the heading bug and set our heading now to 99. We're looking groovy as shit. And then I'm going to track 95 to the old Turbskis. And we're doing that now. So 95. Beautiful. Looking fucking gorgeous. Bye bye Miami. And we are almost at our target altitude for our departure. 7,000 feet is going to be our next altitude. Okay. Looking great, looking great.
Vision Jet 74 climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Up to 17,000.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Vision Jet 74.
Up to 17,000. So we're going to dial that back to 5 degrees of pitch attitude. Keep that climb nice and nice. And yeah, we're looking groovy as shit, dude. Alright, so we're going to go back to the checklist here. And we're normal takeoff. Everything looks good. So we're going to go all the way down. Next. So thrust lever MCT. 2 minutes. Yep. Cruise. Cool. Alright, it's back to full on the chart. We're looking fucking great. And again, this is really nice to have the Navigraph chart up. So let's see. From heavy, on track 96 to say at or above 7,000 on transition. Expect clearance to filed altitude within 10 minutes after departure. So continue to 96 to Mixer. A little bit off here. 10 left. Cool. Alright, we're looking okay. We're looking okay. So I am going to get us a little zoom in here so we can see what's going on. So we have the chart up here, and we're going to be, once we reach Hefe, we're expecting to track 96, and then it's going to direct us to our cruising altitude.
Contact Miami Center on 132.15.
What's up, other watcher? How's it going? Record high for watchers right now. Let's go.
For Vision Jet 74.
I'm essentially
Miami
just doing
Center Vision Jet 74
flight sim basics for autopilot. If you want to watch or you have any questions about it, let me know. If not, thanks for swinging by. We're flying from Miami in this Vision Jet to Myrtle Beach today. It's about a 55-minute flight, so it won't be too long. And once we hit Hefe, it's going to vector us north, and we're going to be able to get on our flight plan, which is right here. So it'll be getting us direct to Julie. And that little nanner there tells us that we are going to be at our target altitude of 17,000 feet. And I believe that is that Mixe? I think so. I don't know. We'll go with that. Alright, so we'll go back to the chart. This one's sweet too, because so I have the different chart options for the airport. Oh, no, I want for through Navigraph. So I was using Navigraph, and I can actually use the charts that pretty much like real pilots are actually using to fly this. So departure was Kilo Papa Bravo India. So we're gonna go here, Kilo Papa Bravo India, and select departure and mix. So we're on this departure from runway 10 left. So we're climbing to 520 feet and then direct to Carmen, heading up 95, and then we're direct Hefe, and we're a little bit off course, so we can bring that back. So this is the autopilot function here in the Sierras, and we're just using the heading bug now, so dial it back to, what do they want for Hefe? 96. So a couple more. And then they should be vectoring us to our first waypoint, which I don't see yet. But we are just waiting. Alright, so we are over 10,000 feet, so the landing lights technically can come off, but I've been seeing that a lot of people leave them on. I don't know if they're also used as another form of lighting, but we're just going to keep them on. Also, I'm going to, and this airplane is pretty cool. They have virtual assistant, so I'm going to turn noise cancellation off. Oh, it's so much better. So this plane's pretty sweet. You can put different protectors on it, obviously when the plane's on the ground and not moving. You can have different luggage, and then you can also have configurations, family, executive. So if we want to like cruise all the way in the back seat here, we can just give her a little shwink. Look how sick that is. Pretty dope, dude. Look, it's you and me. It's you and me, two peeps. Flight effects. I don't know if it does anything, but there's some lights and shit. And yeah, look at that. Pretty dope. Alright, I'm really hoping it starts to vector us north because I want to get to Myrtle Beach just as fast as you do. And yep, we're passing, climbing, we're maintaining. I mean, it says from Hefe, track, Mixe, and then on the transition. So if we don't get our transition very soon, I'm just gonna snipe us over there because it's a bunch of bullshits. So there's Mixe there. We're gonna hit our target altitude by then, and then we're gonna be direct to Dooley, so we can get direct Dooley ready. So we're just waiting on air traffic control to help us out here.
Vision Jet 74 climb and maintain flight level 230.
Up to 230.
Climb and maintain
So
flight
on a
level
altitude bug
230
here.
Vision Jet 74.
230. And we're gonna get that vertical speed back in to a nice steady climb. Man, we're almost at, what fucking airport's that up there? Let's go there instead. It should be doing it any second. Any second now. This is getting absurd. Get me to Myrtle Beach, please. Yeah, you know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. Watch this. Watch this. Boom. Boom. Activate direct. Nav mode. See you later. See you later, approach charts. Alright, so now what we can do is go home, click on charts. We want arrival to our airport, which is, I think it's Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo. Let's try that out. Mike Yankee Romeo. Entrez-vous. Arrival, approach. Okay, so I don't even know if we have a runway bugged in yet or not for our flight plan, but let's see. Runway 36, yes we do. So what we can do is look at runway 36. We have RNAV, ILS, or local S. We're going to do ILS because why not? And there she blows. So we're going to be keeping that up. We're going to go ILS runway 36 via Chaka. Cool. So what we can do is go procedures, ILS 36 via Chaka, and that should be on our flight plan show on the map. Yep. Okay, that's all good to go. Sweet. Chaka. So the cool thing about this again is that we can use our vertical navigation and type those in. So we have coming in from Chaka, they want us at 1600 feet tracking 357, and at Porky we want to start our descent rate, and at Sombi we're going to be, oh, I think that's step down or go around or whatever. So at Porky from 1600 feet we're starting our glide slope, and the airport is at 25 feet, so we can set our minimums. 25 feet. I do 300 feet because I'm a gangster. And yeah, so then we can type in 1600 for Chaka, 1600 for Porky. So 1600 for Chaka, 1600 for Porky. Oops. And runway 36 is 25 feet. Boom. We can also set up our vertical navigation as enabled. So then when we are at our certain waypoints, we can just hit vertical nav and it'll automatically bring us down, and typically they'll vector us in or tell us like what altitude to be at before we actually reach it. So but it's just nice to have because it's just less shit to have to worry about and do. But yeah, this is the Cirrus plane, and it's pretty sexy, pretty rock and roll. If anyone has any questions, shoot them in chat. I don't really know if
Vision Jet
anybody...
74 climb and maintain flight level 290.
290. I don't know if anybody
Climb
is
and maintain flight level
a beginner
290 Vision
or
Jet 74.
noob or pro or intermediate. I would put myself in intermediate-ish category. Not great, but not shit. So, my humble opinion. Yeah, just cracked a Bud Light. I'm sitting on a Bud Light at 23,000 feet. And just enjoying the day. Okay. So we got our checklist done. Some cool things about this airplane. Start super easy, run on. You just monitor the the engine parameters here. Destination elevation 23 feet, which is on here. That's kind of cool because then you can type in your minimums. Speed bugs, we put them all on. Our landing is we want 90 knots. Usually it's plus 10 if it's windy, so we'll land at 100, or we'll land at 90. And our takeoff as well, which is kind of cool. I didn't have those on, but we won't talk about that because who gives a fuck. So yeah, that's our. We're looking pretty good. We're almost at cruise altitude. Our arrival for the airport, there is no arrival, so we have our approach, and we'll keep that around in the meantime. So, as you can see here, there's our blue banana, and we're going to be reaching our target altitude currently at 290,000, level 290, in and around that. So, it's got us going to Dooley, which is super dupes. And yeah, this airplane I think does Mach 0.52, which is not bad. It's not like a super fast jet by any means, but in real life it's about $2 million, and so a lot of people are saving a bit of money. And power wise, I mean, again, it's just a single turbine, but it's very similar to the TBM style, or DOM, or whatever they call it. But, I mean, I think this thing's pretty rock and roll, dude. Look at it. It's 10. There she lows. Also, the cool thing, too, about this airplane is that you can do this. Nope. Yeah. Look at this. And wait for it. Wait for it. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, look, a person. Ah, two people. Yeah, there's me and there's my wife. There's me, there's my wife. So you can just chill back here and watch this sweet video. Pretty rock and roll. Yeah, it's kind of nice to be able to kind of see what's going on while you're flying. Any Hooters. Any Hooters. Oh man. Okay. So they're probably gonna get us to go to flight level 310. I think that's the, or 30,000 or 310. Anything past that I think is a bit ridiculous for this plane. I also want to start reaching our cruise speed because, I mean, we're doing 130 knots indicated, but we are actually, true airspeed's 203. And over the ground it's the exact same, so the wind's only 2 miles an hour from 270. So what is going on with my flight director? Oh boy, maybe I'm climbing too fast? I don't know. That was interesting. So here, I'm sure air traffic control is going to ask us to go up to 310. No, 333. So absolutely fucking not.
Climb and maintain flight level 330 Vision Jet 74.
So we're going to request an altitude decrease of 4,000 feet, so we don't have to do it anymore. Climbing.
Miami Center Vision Jet 74.
And they
Request
better
flight
acknowledge
level
that
290.
shit. Also, what I might do is get.
Vision Jet 74 climb
Oh no,
and
that.
maintain flight level 290.
Yeah, I think with the flight control, the FMS auto throttle, it
Climb and maintain flight
brings
level
us to the barber pole.
290
So it actually
Vision
brings
Jet
us to like
74.
the fastest that you can fly without the airplane falling into a billion pieces. So yeah, we're looking groovy, man. We're looking fucking groovy. Groovy. Alright. So what I can do is, because it looks like it's going to take us a lot longer than I thought, especially if we're flying this slow, is I can speed up the sim rate. And how you do that is, at least for me, I set it up as number 9 on the number pad. And how you watch that is the local time. So this should go by double. Yeah. And then I'll do one more.
Vision Jet 74 contact Miami Center on
There we go.
132.25.
So we are now going 4x.
132.25 for Vision Jet
So
74.
it shouldn't take us all fucking
Miami
day
Center Vision Jet 74 flight level 290.
to get there.
Vision
Checklist.
Jet 74 Miami Center.
Cruise is
Continue as
complete.
planned.
There's a little, so this is the checklist wheel up here, and you basically just slide her up and down, and then you click both mouse buttons to OK it. All right, so for our descent, just to make sure we're good, as required for icing, our landing elevation has been checked, 23 feet. Our minimums are set for 323. 323. Altimeter is 29902. It is standard baro. On Flight Sim, what you can do is press B, and it'll just automatically set you to the altimeter reading that you need. Seats and seatbelts secure. So I'm secure. I'm insecure. My wife is, she's a ghost right now. But this fucker in the back watching us, he needs to make sure his seatbelt's on. That's what's going on. So, oh yeah, it's 4x. Look at them. Boop, boop. Left, right, right, left, left. Instrument, right, left. This is fucking ridiculous. Alright, alright. Okay, so we're looking good. We have reached our target speed of 0.52 Mach, or Mach 0.52, which is 196 knots indicated airspeed, or true airspeed of 307 knots, and ground speed of 308 with a minor tailwind for that extra knot. Very naughty. The reason why that reads differently is because we're up where there is less oxygen in the air, and the pitot tube, which reads airspeed, it indicates it. It doesn't read it. So there's less oxygen. It thinks we're going slower. We're actually going faster. Sciencey stuff there for you. All right, how we looking? Looking pretty groovy, pretty rock and roll. Still a lot longer than I thought it was going to be to get us all the way there. It's saying 20 minutes and 103 nautical miles to our next fix, which is what is it? Dooley. So obviously that's sped up 4x, so that's going to be about 5 minutes. So for 5 minutes there, yeah, it's not going to be long at all. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we're going to be on the ground in 15, 20 minutes. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, in the meantime, I mean, there's not much to do. Watching fuel, I think our fuel is going to be a little bit lower than we want when we land. We want about 70 gallons in our reserve, and we're already only at 34%. So I'm just going to increase the fuel so there's no shenanigans when we land. And yeah, we're looking pretty sweet, man.
Vision Jet 74 contact Miami Center on 124.1. Good day.
124.1 Vision Jet 74. Miami Center Vision Jet 74 flight level 290.
Yeah, we can check out the oxygen levels and IPS fluid, which I believe is for the windshield. Also, flight ID, aircraft weight, which will be going down as we fly because the fuel is getting pissed out of this biatch. The air temperature outside as well. And what else we got here? We got aircraft systems. We got engine and fuel. So we got used fuel. That's not right. Total quantity each side. Electric pump off. Shut off valve open. And we have it obviously set to fuel control auto. So we don't have to switch back and forth every 5 minutes like a degen, which is super good news bears. Fuel pressure is normal. Engine idle is flight mode. So whatever all that shit means. Electrical power. I mean, we can check like the amperage that we want. We want 0 for the battery currently, and what our generators are running at, and our alternators, etc. Ice Protectione. We have IPS fluid, which does, I guess in real life you don't want it on when you're landing because it soaks the windshield. That's hard to see. But for now, is that not on? Oh, it's on. Jesus, sorry. And then our landing gear is up and locked, which is super good. Obviously, system test. We should have done this before, but we had our sexy mama here. Look at her weenus. That's so gross. Oh, put some lotion on that weenus, girl. She did all of the pre-flight checks, and yes, she got us to the runway and our clearances, but I am not super happy with how she set up all of the checklists, etc. So we're gonna have to talk to her about that and her weenus. We'll talk to her about her weenus first, because that's unacceptable. That is disgusting. Weenus like that. Pfft, get out of here. Kidding me? Serious with that weenus stuff? Alright, so we're gonna go full mode. Alright, so we're gonna full, and that's our arrival chart. Now, from Navigraph, the cool thing about Navigraph, I keep plugging it, is I can pull it up and it'll have our flight plan. Just say we took off from down here in Miami, and then we have our route to land ILS runway 36. It actually kind of goes on an overlay of the map, so you can see how to come into it and how it looks when you're a bit more zoomed out, which is nice. But yeah, we do have all of our approach fix altitude set already, and we can set VNAV for that as well. So I will most likely be using VNAV to descend our airplane. If ATC doesn't like that, then I can ease off the descent rate or wait. But for now, we're looking groovy. We are about to cross over Dooley. We are at 4x simulated rate. So Bahahahaha is 7 minutes away. So obviously it's more like a minute and 40, a minute 30. So we might have to actually start slowing down our sim. No, we're good. We're good. I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in 2 seconds here.
Contact Jacksonville Center on 134.0. Good day.
134.0 for Vision Jet 74. Jacksonville Center Vision Jet 74 flight level 290.
Vision Jet 74 Jacksonville Center, continue to Baja as planned.
Oh boy. What did you guys do? What did you guys do? What the fuck? Now we're going direct chaka. Okay. So, I'm happy I got back because the plane was going nuts. So I just want to make sure I'm back at the right sim rate. 15, 15, 16. Beautiful, beautiful. There's still no sign of land or life. So I just want to see what the French toast went wrong there. Cough.
VisionJet 74 contact Jacksonville Center on 120.85. Good day.
120.85 for VisionJet 74.
All right, so we're gonna focus on
Jacksonville Center, VisionJet 74 flight level 290.
VisionJet 74 Jacksonville Center, continue as planned.
our VNAV, right? So see how this descent profile here has us high? So this arrow here we want to follow, right? So anytime you're like, this is over to the left of our magenta line, so we should be left right now, right? So you want to chase what's getting away from you, right? Especially women. So what we can do is follow our descent profile by hitting VNAV and just turn off ATC because they're gonna fucking hate us, right? Which is what we're gonna do. So we are going to get rid of her. Oh no, it's choosing control. Okay, hold on. So she's doing a great job, but I'm just shutting her down so we don't have to listen to them pissed off at us for. There we go. Okay, cool. So it's following our descent profile.
VisionJet 74, you are 400 feet below your
Oh
assigned altitude.
boy.
Climb and maintain flight level 290.
See how that goes.
VisionJet 74, please acknowledge.
Ah, there we go. Okay, we're direct to Chaka. Direct to Chaka. And it wants us to be at, or I want us to be, like based off of the chart here, and it wants us to be at Chaka at 1600 feet, and then Porky at 1600 feet, and then we descend. Our ground speed is around 90 or 100 knots, so it's going to be about 500 feet per minute once we hit Porky and then start our descent. So until then, we are monitoring our vertical speed down to Chaka, which has us at about 800 feet, and it's trying to get us down to bring this arrow back up, and then we could probably chill that out a little bit. We are also going pretty quick, so pulling the throttle back would help that as well, but we're not doing that because we are going full fucking throttle into Myrtle Beach, folks. Shit's getting real. So here's the map. So let's see here. So Chaka, look at that. Look at that. Blue banana, perfect at Chaka. 1600 feet at Chaka at this speed. This is fucking fantastic. Now what's going to happen is as our altitude drops, the barber pole is going to rise because we're going to be able to read truer and truer airspeeds with more oxygen in the air. But that also means, though, is that we need to be mindful that we're not over 250 knots under 10,000 feet. Right? So what we can do is set manual 250. But for now, we're just going to let the flight computer manage our speed, which is what FMS stands for, if you are paying any attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, there's still one more person watching this, and I mean, if you're just listening for background noise, I love it. If you can give me a like and maybe a comment, You can even if it's like negative, you can say shit. I just want some feedback. Would be sweet. Or if you have a question about anything, about flying, about life, Canada. Yeah, you let me know. Much appreciated. Blocked words? I have no blocked words in chat, dude. Oh, here we go. Yo, I got no blocked words in chat, bro. So have at it. Have at it. Okay. So, in the meantime, we are done our cruise. Now we are starting our descent. So our thrust lever is as required. It's flight managed right now. We are going to go manual to keep it under 250, under 10,000 feet. Landing fuel elevation check, 23, minutes set for 323. We have our ice protection as required. We have that on currently, and we're leaving that as is because the weather is clear and beautiful. Altimeter set, standard baro, 299 or 2. Seatbelts, we got to make sure that hey, put your seatbelt on, kid, fuck's sake. Beautiful. Our approach. So we're going to brief our approach here. So our approach is, what the shit? Nope. Nope. There we go. Our approach is ILS runway 36 via Chaka. We're going to be at 1,600 feet based off of our vertical nav. By Chaka, we're going to reduce our speed to 140 with one setting of flaps, 50%. And we are going to keep that until Porky, and then we're going to hit our glide slope and start our descent. And from there, we are going to manage speed at about 140 knots, and to keep speed up. At a bigger airport, you're going to be doing that. At a smaller airport, you are going to be just doing, like, you'll have a smaller approach fix, like a smaller final approach fix kind of thing. So maybe instead of being swung way over here, they might, keep it tight, and you can get the speed down and land. But just to be a little bit more realistic, we're going to keep speed up as much as we can, and then once we are nearing the runway, we're going to get that speed down to about 100 knots with full flaps. So landing checklist is completo. Lights as requested, and there's 140. And before landing gear, we have to make sure it is down once we get our clearance to land. Flaps are as required because if you have ice on the wings, you are going to be landing at 50% flaps. And it wants us to land at our VREF plus 10. If it's windy, so 150 at airframe is ice contaminated, which is not. Airspeed referred to landing tables, thrust, brakes, boom. We're not going to go around because I'm a certified G. And after landing, so we'll keep that one there and make sure we are good to go. So, yep. We'll check this out. Excuse me. Oh, we got a chat here. Nice. You're amazing. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. So, only other person watching my stream right now. Do you want me to change the weather? Do you want me to change the time of day? Do you want anything? Are you even there? Is this real? Is it mom? Mother? Chaka. Chaka, chaka, chaka. Okay. Alright. So, we're looking good. We're looking very good, actually. Yup, excuse you. Database, we already got that checked up. Always full lights. Always, 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 always. Initial fuel. Sync that up. Alright. So yeah, we're looking good. looking good. So our speed, as you can see, is coming up as our indicated speed is coming up. Our true airspeed, as Rob was saying. So we're looking groovy. So what I'm going to actually do is give us a 2x boost. 2x boost. Just to ensure that we are not sitting out in this blue void all fucking day. And as you can see, a beautiful Atlantic Ocean with really nice, like oil spill. Yeah, like really, really nice oil spill textures. And speaking of that, I'd like to thank BP for bringing those to the Atlantic Ocean. You're doing a fucking great job ruining our oceans, so thank you. But also powering life and making life easiest it's been out of any generation, really. People complain now that life's so hard, you have no rights. You have more rights and easier time than has ever existed. Thank you, BP. Alright. Chaka. Oh. Chaka, 23 minutes. So with 2x, that's 13 minutes. So we're going to give that another bump up to 4x. So that is more like 5 minutes. And we'll let the flight computer do its thing. We also want to have our chart ready to go, just in case we have to do a go around, which we obviously aren't. That was a test. Just to make sure we're on profile with all that shite. Weather we don't need to worry about. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Now we are a bit lower and it's indicating a higher airspeed. So what we can do is switch to manual, and it's set for 253. I think we're allowed 255. In real life, you're allowed like a little bit of a leeway. So we're going to keep that at 255. There. I don't know why it's not. There we go. Oh. Beautiful. 242. Okay. Good enough. Oh, it's because it's 4x speed. I forgot. Alright, how are we looking? How are we looking? 17 minutes. We're at 4x speed. So 4x, so we got 4 minutes until we reach Chuka. Toy boat, 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 toy boat. Do that as fast as you can and see how hard life becomes for you with the toy boat. Our airspeed is not managing itself at all. It is fucking horrendous. What is going on here, folks? I mean, my God. It is on 4x, but alright, 4x, so 3 minutes away from Chaka. And we're starting to see land again, which is super good news, Bears. A super duper good news, Bears. Alright, so what I'm going to do is change the time of day to a sunset, because that is just freaking magic. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing a sunset. Oh, baby. Let's go. And we are 4x on 10, which means we are just over 2 minutes away from Chaka. So what we're going to do is get a little bit more zoomed in. And what I would like to do as well, now if I turned ATC off because they were being annoying, and my co-pilot, other than getting the airplane on the runway and being smoking hot, and having possibly the ugliest weenus known to anyone, she did okay. But so I'm going to dial it back to 2x sim speed. ATC is just being annoying, and I already have our approach set as runway 36 ILS via Chaka, so we don't need them. We already have our VNAV set up. We already have our chart set up, which our airplane will be pink and coming in there very shortly, which is cool. So we'll keep an eye on that. We have everything bugged in. Right there for the VNAV, we have VNAV on. Our profile here is great, and we are 2x on the sim rate, as you can see by the time here. And we are 8 minutes away from Chaka, so we are about 4 minutes away from our start of our approach, and then another 6 DME, so I'd say about 6 minutes away from our descent on our glide slope into KMYR. Kilo Yankee Mike Romeo is Myrtle Beach Airport, and it's going to be a sexy, oh look at my speed, it is atrocious. It is going to be a sexy approach. So I'm going manual throttle. This, I don't know if maybe I'm just messing up the auto throttle, but it is FMS is wicked on the Cirrus, on the Vision, for climbing and reaching Mach 0.52, but it is horrible. Wow. In the sun and the moon, all I wanna do is have some fun. We're looking groovy. Looking groovy, dude. Shit got crazy back there. Lo siento. I blame this broad. Okay. So we are gonna have a peek at the map quick. We are still we are still on double time sim rate, which means we are 3 minutes from Chaka. So we can bring that back in and look at our huge blue banana, if you know what I mean. Has us at our target altitude of 1600. By Chaka, we hold that at Porky, and then we start our descent, and by then we will be arming our approach. So this is I'll make the approach as informative as I can without overcomplicating it, and I do that from time to time. So it is very easy. I'll do the least amount of talking I can and just more so showing. Okay, Chaka's coming up in 4 minutes, which double sim rates 2. So in a second here, I'm going to be dialing back the sim rate and my speed as well. So sim rate is coming back to normal time, and I also want to keep an eye on my speed. So Chaka, I believe the airport is like in and around here somewhere. Look at this though, that's beauty, eh? Look at this shit. And then the moon. Wow, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, Chaka, 2.5 minutes true time. So our airplane will come in here, and then at Porky, we are going to start our descent profile, and that is when we will have this button here, approach, armed, just before that. So we'll click approach, and it'll start our descent profile down, and we want to manage our speed at about 140 knots with 1 notch or 50% flaps. And then from there, we are managing our speed, we're slowing down, and we want to land at about 100 knots full flaps. This plane, I think, is around 90 plus 10 if it's windy or icing is present. When you're over the fence on the runway, like where these like initial first lights are with like little gate type thingies, that's when you slow down and you want to actually land at 80 knots. So I'm going to do 100, and then once we are actually at the fence, I'm going to call out 80 knots, and yeah, it's going to be groovy, groovy, groovy. So we're looking fucking fantastic, folks. So what I could do is do a map. There's Chaka. Right? Okay. So there's our chart. So we're going to keep up the chart, and we are going to do a little zoom in. Again, if we wanted to do a missed approach, it tells us what to do. Time 3000, heading 357, expect vectors to kook. Jesus. And you keep a holding pattern, it tells you how far to go, and etc. But we aren't going to miss the approach because we are fucking yanksters at this shit. Alright, so we are almost at 1600 feet, so I'm going to be pulling the power back manually and bring us to the similar approach speeds of a commercial airliner. So we're thinking about 180 knots from here, and then down to 140, and then once we are a bit closer, we can get down to the speeds that we need to actually land at. This is beautiful. Wow. This is stunning. This is stunning, stunning, stunning stuff. And we should be on the map any second. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So it automatically switched us to localizer. Our glide slope is here coming down. Our speed's coming down a little bit, which is nice. And again, there's our airplane. So once we hit Porky, we are going to start our descent. And so you shouldn't really see that green diamond move too much until we are over or close to Porky. Cool. Alright. So we're going to keep about 180 and just have one more look at the scenery until we absolutely butter this landing. Look at that. That's so cool. I love the low approach too in the KMIR. Like it is sweet. I mean, it's probably trippy for some people, like why are you only 1600 feet, but it must be because of departing aircraft somewhere else or some shit. But I don't know. I like it. I think it's cool. Look at that. Right at sunset. Oh, right at sunset. So again, we can arm the approach. I like to have a bit more of an active arm. I wait till it's down between 1 and 2 dots, and then I like to give her a little poke, and then we are fucking randy dandy. So speed, I'm going to increase a little bit. We are landing 70 is pretty much the minimum you want to land with in a vision. To have reserves, we're landing with 94. I'm assuming we'll land with about 85 in total, which is great. Super dupes. So what do you guys think? Am I going to butter the landing or what? We're talking a bunch. Alright, so we are just over halfway to Porky. That glide slope is coming in, so what I'm going to do is dial the speed back, and I'm going to do 1 notch of flaps when we are in appropriate speed, which is 190 knots, which we are. Okay, cool beans. So we're going to hit 1, as people say, notch of flaps, and we're going to arm the approach. Right, and if I didn't turn ATC off, they would say, clear to land, you absolute stud muffin. So we get the clear to land, gear down, and there we go. We got our glide slope here. I armed the approach button down here, and from here on out we are managing our speed. Around 130 I'd say is fine. A jet would be doing this at about 140. Our landing speed is going to be lower, so I'm going to bring the power back and we want full flaps at 100, and over the fence we're coming back to 90 for full landing. And we have 3 green. Alright. Tree green. Looking good. Keeping that speed not too low as to not piss off all the other fellow peeps. I am putting the rudder pedals under my feet. The yaw damper is active, however I can use them to help negotiate the approach. This is fucking beautiful. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Wow, weeness. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't get the kids to turn off the darn television before landing. Okay. Alright, so now we are going full flaps, and we want to see the speed come down to about 100, full flaps, 3 green, cleared to land, runway 36 at Kilo Mike Yankee Romeo. And we are turning off autopilot. I didn't realize how low we were. Usually you do that at about 1,000 feet and hand fly it.
500.
Alright, we're a bit low, so I'm going to increase power. Our speed is looking good, maybe a little slow. Wow. I didn't really have this stabilized, it is kind of... So 100, and then we're going to bring it back to 90 over the fence. Alright, so we're a bit low. That should come back to 2 white right about now. There you go. And we're looking good. We're bringing that power back now. Over the fence, down to 90. Bit high. Bit fast. Bit low. Bit fast. And we are bringing the power back, and we are looking at the end of the runway here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be just a sexy little number here. Power all the way back, and we are just buttered this shit. Maybe down, maybe not tons of butter, maybe a little margarine. And these things have hot brakes, so we don't need to brake too hard. Flaps coming in, and we're getting off the runway. Beautiful. We're not supposed to turn this way, but I don't give up. Alright. So, first of all, you're welcome, because that was a sexy landing. Secondly, I hope you learned something at least. All one person watching that didn't comment. But, I mean, more people will be watching this once it is posted, and that makes me super, super happy. So until then, make sure you put lotion on your weenuses. This lady didn't. And yeah, this has been really fun, and I'm hoping that I can do some more live streams and some more videos and get people in and learning with me. So until then, take care. Peace out. And we can end the flight. And we can also end the stream.